How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Collecting Collector's Editions. And this one I'm really excited for. And I'm kind of bummed at the same time. Because with this collector's edition, I spent scalper prices, I ain't gonna lie, because I had to have this collector's edition. It wasn't as expensive as a lot of the other ones. In fact, it wasn't nearly as expensive as a lot of the other ones, but this is a collector's edition that I had to have. And I'm a little bummed because it showed up to my house a couple of days ago. And this morning I got an email from the company that I'll explain a little bit. Let me just hop right into this. This is Expedition 33, the collector's edition. So we are going to hop right into this. Here we go. Oh. Bummer. Well, I don't have my knife on me, so we are just going to use a thumbtack. Yay. Try to make this quick. Now, while I'm doing this, I will explain. So I ordered this because I tried to get the collector's edition for this game, and I could not. Sadly, I was at work and I was at an area where we did not have internet, so I wasn't able to pre-order one. And today, Laced Records sent me an email stating that due to the high demand and because of scalpers, the company understood our frustration. Okay? With that, they are dropping what is called the Monolith Edition. And I ain't gonna lie, I pre-ordered that too, but let's go ahead and go into this. Now, I've talked about this game a lot over the past couple of weeks. I just got done doing the dive right in. I love this game. I'm not a fan of turn-based games in general, going outside of like Final Fantasy, and Metaphor was a pretty cool game, but other than that, I'm not really a turn-based guy. I don't really have the patience for it. But my God, this game is a work of art. It is a masterpiece, and that's why I had to have this. I really did. This is one of the most beautiful games I have ever seen. The art style and art direction is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in a video game. And I can't wait to just go ahead and hop right in. So you see we got the box with the two main characters. Well, one of them's semi-main character, Sandfall and Kepler. You did us dirty with that guy. Yeah, give me more Charlie Cox, please. Like now. Because Gustavo is a great character. But it comes in a cool, thick box with some good artwork on it. I appreciate that. And here we go. Of course, it comes with the game. Steelbook. It's the same steelbook as the other Lumiere edition. It's the same artwork and everything. It comes with that right there. There we go. Still love me a steelbook. In fact, it's the same thing as the Lumiere edition, right? It just comes with the statue and the cool box. And we are going to open this right now. So the Monolith Edition is actually a pretty cool thing. So Laced Records sent me an email stating something about scalpers and the high demand for the game. The Monolith Edition is pretty much the collector's edition without the game. And it's significantly cheaper you guys can still go and get one. I checked as of this morning. Lace Records still has them up. Now, this is not the most extravagant collector's edition. And this is also what will be in the Monolith edition as well. Like I said, the Monolith edition is everything but the game. And, oh, it's a music box. Look, and it's got... If you played the game, you know who that is. And you'd know what this is right here. I don't want to give... Because this is like some details about the game. And I don't want to, give out any spoilers or anything like that. I will say that this isn't the most intricate collector's edition I've ever seen. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably a little biased towards it right now just because I love this game so much. And I'm going to try to step away from that for a second. I have to say it's very anticlimactic and it's very underwhelming. As much as I love this game and as much as I really wanted this, to be honest, if you're not really missing out on much and... it's not really anything spectacular. Although I will admit, the music box, that is... I think I only have one other collector's edition that had a music box style... like a thing in it. It wasn't even like the statue. But the statue is a lot smaller than I thought it would be too. It's more of just like an actual... like an over-decorated music box than a statue. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I do love this game, and I think that this is pretty fitting because the game does really center around a lot of music. I mean, there's like 33 records that you can find in the game, and just like Liza P, there's a lot of music that influences the events that are going on around you. So I do feel that this is really fitting, and for a studio, I got to give them credit because it was 33 people that made the game, and for a studio as small as that, for them to still do something like this, I mean, it's not their fault that I had to pay scalper prices to get this thing, and I think the original price was only like $180 or something like that, like normal collector's edition prices. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bitter about that. Because I felt like lately, a lot of times companies will say, hey, if you're a member and you have an active account with us, we will send you an email when the collector's editions go up for pre-order, when the consoles go up for pre-order. And all of a sudden, the pre-orders drop and there's no email to be found. And all of a sudden, you see scalpers on eBay selling them for $1,500, $2,000. I didn't pay that much for this. I'm not going to lie. I did pay a hefty penny, but I didn't pay what a lot of people were asking. There was no way I was going to do that. And I'm glad I didn't either, because the Monolith Edition is releasing here pretty soon, which is this exact same thing without the game. So if you missed out on this right here and you're like, dude, but I love this game and I really want this to be a part of my collection, go over to Lace Records and look up on their website. They have the Monolith Edition, and that will be the answer to all your prayers right there. The Monolith Edition is just a collector's edition without the game, and if you've already been this excited, I'm assuming you already have the game, so you don't really need that, and it's only like 120 bucks. So it's the same price as the collector's edition minus the price of the game. I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. But yeah, that's the Expedition 33 Collector's Edition. The reason why I'm not going to go into detail about all this is because I already showed you guys all this with the Lumiere Edition. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed in that as well. Usually when there's Horizon Forbidden West actually did that. They released 3 different collector's editions, and all 3 of them were something different. Armored Core 6 did the same thing. There was the like the deluxe, or the collector's edition, and then the deluxe collector's edition. And it wasn't exactly different, but it was. The regular collector's edition just had the mech robot, and then the deluxe collector's edition had a few other things, plus like an actual garage that the robot sits in. And I think that shows a lot about what the company thinks about its consumers, that it cares. It's not just slapping some cookie cutter stuff together and just going, here, just get excited for product and then buy next product. You know what I mean? They're actually putting out the effort to grasp your attention and show you some love. So I am a little bummed out about that. They all have the same thing, minus the statue or music box or musical statue, whatever this is right here. And like I said, I do wish it was a little bit bigger. It is rather small, and that's kind of frustrating, but it'll fit right in somewhere right over here, and I'll probably even have it playing a few times while I'm streaming. So there we go. And with that being said, that's pretty much the end of it. A little bummed out. I genuinely thought there was a little bit more, but I guess there's not. And I hope I was able to provide some useful information to somebody out there. You know, if somebody was super bummed that they didn't get one of these, and you were just kind of like, it bummed me out. I really wanted this. Like, it drove me nuts that scalpers just pilfered the crap out of it. But like I said, the fact that the company was like, whoa, 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 whoa. We see we have fans, and we want to show those fans that we appreciate them. And now they're releasing the Monolith Edition, says volumes about these developers and how they feel about their consumers. So I can't help but appreciate that. And even though this isn't the most spectacular collector's edition I've ever seen, the fact that they're doing that still shows that they care about us as the gamer. Not to mention the game was only $50, man. Like, that's a killer deal in today's market where everything's hitting $80 to $100, bro. A game like this for $50 is insane to me, because this right here is beating out all other games. And if you haven't played this game yet, give it a shot. I guarantee you will have some sort of interest in it, and it will not let you down. I don't recommend games very often wholeheartedly like this, but like I said, I am not even a turn-based type of person, and this game made me fall in love with it. So give it a shot. If you guys got something useful out of this, if you were one of those people like me that was like, oh my god, I have to have that because I love this game, and now you see this and you're like, whoa, man, I'm glad that I didn't drop the whatever on that because it seems kind of underwhelming. Or if you're like, I don't care, that looks extremely beautiful and I want me that musical box, the Monolith Edition is right around the corner. Go over to Lace Records and you can pre-order one today. So as I stated, if you guys got something useful or you got some sort of helpful information about this, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't, I at least appreciate you stopping by and giving it a shot. So until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later. Peace.